Right now on Sunrise, history is being written now. That's what the Minneapolis police chief is saying after suspending contract negotiations with the police union. We look into this first step of what could be a lot of changes for the department.
A racial reckoning. Protesters tear down the Christopher Columbus statue at the state capitol. We're tracking your reaction this morning. Then one of her sons is white, the other black.
How do you tell your child why people don't see you for who you are?
One woman shares her unique perspective on racism in America and the viral post she wants every parent to see.
For the most of us, it's another windy but bright day, although there is a chance for some thunderstorms in parts of the state. We'll talk about where and when coming up.
It's Thursday, June 11th. KARE 11 Sunrise starts now.
There it goes, a long fall from grace. Protesters tear down the Christopher Columbus statue at the Minnesota State Capitol. And this story hitting a nerve with our Sunrisers on both sides of this debate. See that number on the corner of your screen right there? We hope that you have it in your phone already. Text us your thoughts. It's 763-797-7215. That story in just a minute. But first, let's take a look outside. Yes, the sun is coming up. Minneapolis waking up to sun this morning. And Alicia and Laura, I almost forgot that the sun came out this early. The last couple of mornings, we've seen a lot of clouds.
Yeah, and here we are. It's all nice and bright for us, and it sticks around for us throughout the day today. 57 degrees right now, and with a low dew point, feels crisp out this morning. That'll be kind of the trend here for the next few as Canadian high pressure is in control. But expect the sunshine to bring 60s and eventually 70s for us. Windy for everyone, and for northern Minnesota, really kind of Brainerd, Mille Lacs, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and areas north. That's where we're looking for a few thunderstorms to develop this afternoon. Potentially small potential for severe weather, but we'll time them, track them here coming up in just a bit.
A huge announcement coming from Governor Walz in just the matter of hours. He'll announce new legislation dealing with police reform and accountability. Ellery McCardle is live at the Capitol with a look ahead. Good morning, Ellery.
Yeah, good morning there, Gia. You know, this announcement will come just a day after Minneapolis Police Chief Medaria Arredondo announced that he is suspending talks and negotiations with the police union. And Mayor Jacob Frey, he agrees with this move, and he says that the union and its leader have been a barrier to police reform and accountability.
The rhetoric that Bob Kroll has put out is detrimental, not just to our city, but also to the police department.
So Chief Arredondo says the city will now embrace reform technology using real-time data to intervene with officers who have problematic behavior. In the past, the city has tried and failed to implement this type of system, but this time they're turning to a company called Benchmark Analytics. The company works with police departments to track officer issues and intervene before it's too late.
What we can tell you from the national research unequivocally is that it is incredibly rare for an officer to have a problematic, isolated incident. When there are problems, they happen in clusters and they happen as a pattern of issues.
So this morning we are hearing from the Police Officers Federation. In a statement, they say they've always welcomed the opportunity to collaborate with the department to set clear expectations, train employees, and improve accountability. Now, the statement goes on to acknowledge the need for change in the wake of George Floyd's death, but adds that any changes must result from a collaborative effort between the Federation and the department. The union then laid out 4 items they'd like the chief and Mayor Frey to do, including returning to negotiations. So again, Governor Walz's announcement on that legislative package is happening at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so we'll get a lot more details on that, so stay with KARE 11. The governor has also called for a special session, which is planned for tomorrow, to talk about issues including police reform. GM.
Yeah, a lot more discussions on this topic. Ellery, thank you. A live picture from D.C. this morning where President Trump is getting ready to board Air Force One and head to Texas. He's planning to meet with African-American community leaders and discuss police reform. It comes as pressure is mounting on him to release a plan to address the crisis in the wake of George Floyd's death. Yesterday, Floyd's brother demanded justice from lawmakers on Capitol Hill by asking everyone a very powerful question.
He didn't deserve to die over $20. I'm asking you, is that what a black man is worth? $20?
Yeah, Floyd's plea to Congress to do something comes as Democrats try to ban chokeholds and no-knock warrants. Republicans and the president aren't ready to go that far, though. All this happening while one of the 4 officers arrested in Floyd's murder case is released on bond. Thomas Lane was released yesterday afternoon with conditions. He's charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder and manslaughter. Lane's attorney said he'd only been on the job as a Minneapolis police officer for 4 days.
Well, now to our digital dive. Easily the most talked about story right now on social media. The Christopher Columbus statue in the state capitol, it is down. It's the latest form of protest against racial injustice. People across the country are also taking down monuments that they see as a symbol of racism. Now, Native American groups in Minnesota and activists have been long troubled by the sight of Christopher Columbus statue near the Capitol, and for years they petitioned to take it down.
Never helped us. He always took away from us, took our land, took our people.
So to see a simple statue of Christopher Columbus, who raped and pillaged our people and the land and the resources for us, we like that. We're like right on.
Minnesota State Patrol surrounded the statue after it fell and waited for the towing company to take it away. Mike Forsha of the American Indian Movement Twin Cities claims he's the one who bought a rope and let others do the heavy lifting.
After we were done, I was told that yes, I will be arrested. I will be charged with criminal damage to property, but that's part of what happens. So I'm willing to take that.
Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan wrote this statement late last night saying in part, "I can't say I'm sad that the statue of Christopher Columbus is gone. I'm not." She went on to say the arrival of Christopher Columbus to what is now the Americas set in motion centuries of violence and genocide against the indigenous people who already lived here. As the highest ranking Native woman elected to the executive office in the country, I have often reflected on the fact that I could see a statue honoring that legacy from my office window. It was a constant reminder that our systems were not built by or for Native people or people of color, but in many cases to exclude, erase, and eliminate us. And of course, just so many of our Sunrisers have been texting in this morning. I've been reading a few of them. If you'd like to chime in with your thoughts as well, you can do so by texting 763-797-7215. And I want to recommend a book for so many people who don't know the history, the true history of Christopher Columbus. Read this in my race relations class in college. It's A People's History of the United States. You can get it on Amazon right now. I highly recommend reading this book.
Yeah, I always think that the answer is in history, and we look at what has happened to these indigenous people. It is horrific what we've done to them in this country, and so I definitely understand their pain, but of course everyone has their own opinion, and so we are seeing that on the other side with those thousands of comments that we have on this, Alicia. Thanks. Laura, let's get to you with our One Thing weather today.
Well, the one thing you need to know is for most of us, it's a day very similar to yesterday in terms of sunshine, wind, a little warmer temperatures. We'll be heading toward the upper 70s. But for northern Minnesota and parts of central Minnesota, we'll be looking for some thunderstorms to develop into the afternoon and evening, bringing a very small risk of severe weather. And we'll talk about that in more detail, of course, coming up with your full forecast.
And a car that's spun around on 94, 169 southbound out of the Brooklyn Park area. Looks like it's getting put on the back of that tow bed as we speak this morning. Let's give you a check of the metro overall. Looks pretty quiet out there in terms of drive times, average metro-wide.
Well, George Floyd's death and the events following his death has forced us to have tough conversations about racism while forcing us to look at life through a different lens. And one mother knows that all too well. One of her sons is white, the other is black. Kim Glaspie Russell is the proud mother of Caden Russell and Brett Glaspie. There's so many similarities between the two, she says, but they were born 9 years apart, and the differences don't end there.
My brother and my mom, no matter how much I love them, no matter how close we are, no matter how well we know each other, they could never understand what my life is like being a black male in America. And that's hard for me.
Well, it's tough for her. Camden's mom understands where her son is coming from. She shared this powerful and almost poetic post on Facebook. She talks about raising 2 sons, one black, one white, and having to raise them differently for certain sceneries.
He's like, I'm a straight A student. I'm a state champ wrestler. I I try to help everybody, and people still look at me like I'm a thug. You know, these kind of conversations are heartbreaking and eye-opening. And how do you tell your child why people don't see you for who you are? I didn't have any answer. If I didn't have Caden, if I didn't have this experience with Caden, I don't think I would have understood it either.
Well, she hopes her words can help people rethink implicit bias. Kim ended her post saying, when you see a black or brown person, remember they are someone's baby and quite possibly my baby boy. What a great perspective to hear there. Well, using our voices for change is ingrained in American culture. After the break, a historical look at protesting in the United States. More professional sports taking a stand on America's racist past. We're tracking your reaction to NASCAR's decision to ban the Confederate flag at events. And plus, the push to expand voting access is stronger than ever after a messy primary night in Georgia. Why some say current absentee ballots are outdated.